A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the lawyer shit, that was all in my at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young.
Gervonta Davis recently delivered a bold reaction to reports claiming Floyd Mayweather was arrested in Dubai. Meanwhile, Davis has been openly supporting Ryan Garcia following his win over Devin Haney. Although Garcia's victory is officially recorded, it hasn't been without controversy. Questions have lingered due to a pair of positive test results, sparking speculation about whether Garcia could have engaged in intentional foul play. One fan weighed in on Twitter, referencing the New York State Athletic Commission's regulations. According to the Post, ostarine levels under 0.1 nanograms per milliliter aren't considered abnormal, which could suggest that Garcia might not face any sanctions. The fan added that Garcia and his legal team have maintained that the detected amount was only a billionth of a gram, the equivalent of a nanogram. However, Devin Haney has been outspoken on social media regarding Garcia's results. He insists that Garcia used performance-enhancing substances, providing specific numbers to support his claim. In response to the fan, Haney tweeted that Garcia tested 6 nanograms and 35 at the weigh-in, which he says was 60 times above the permitted level. Haney also shared a post from Victor Conti, the CEO of Sanka, stating that the allowable ostarine limit is 1 nanogram per milliliter, and that Garcia reportedly had 6 nanograms per milliliter on April 19, exceeding the threshold by 60 times. Historically, B-sample testing confirms positive results in 99% of cases, while Haney's account presents an alternative perspective. Fans have begun questioning the credibility of his information. A Gervonta Davis fan account suggested the possibility that Haney manipulated the tests, tweeting, "Only someone who spiked his test would know this. How do you know all this when it's not in any public record? Are these the levels you all inflated?" The post reflects the confusion and disbelief surrounding the situation. Even Davis himself engaged with the conversation, retweeting the post in support. He has consistently stood in Garcia's corner since news of the positive tests first emerged. Some observers speculate that Davis's loyalty may stem from personal dislike for Haney rather than a neutral stance. The drama took another turn when undisputed middleweight champion Claressa Shields criticized Davis over remarks he made about her appearance, comparing her to a French bulldog. Davis's unexpected defense of Garcia, combined with his crude joke about Shields, drew widespread attention. On X, he wrote, "So Ryan beat Buddy fair and square. What does the French bulldog lady Claressa have to say? And she blocked me. I should have blocked her for the way she looks. She scares me." Shields responded fiercely, taking aim at Davis's behavior toward women and his focus on appearances. Her reply was direct and sharp, turning his insult back on him, while asserting her confidence and resilience. By confronting Davis head-on, Shields emphasized that his fixation on looks revealed more about his character than hers, reinforcing her refusal to be intimidated by his comments.
"Since this woman beater want to keep talking shit, I'm finna clean you up real quick. Tank. I am so happy that you think I look like a French bulldog and you consider me ugly. Because you beat up bitches who you consider cute. I'm glad I'm ugly to you. Just go win some belts. Go win some belts. You steady up on here tweeting. Is you fucking lonely? Go and find you some friends."
Shields also called out Davis for inserting himself into the controversy surrounding Ryan Garcia's test results. She questioned his motives and challenged his credibility, pointing to the uncertainty still surrounding Garcia's situation. By highlighting Davis's apparent obsession with Garcia's affairs, Shields suggested that he should concentrate on his own career instead of getting involved in other people's business. Her response was confident and unapologetic, showing that she's more than willing to defend herself against critics in the boxing community. Shields' assertiveness and refusal to back down reinforced her reputation as a powerful force in the sport, someone capable of holding her ground both inside and outside the ring.
And I want to ask you a question. I thought women was supposed to suck dick. Why is you on Ryan dick so hard? Oh, Ryan test just came back that he wasn't dirty. He ain't even tested the B sample yet. Why you so worried about Devin Haney business? What is wrong with you, boy? Ain't you supposed to be focusing on you a fight?
Shields didn't stop at addressing Davis's remarks about her appearance. She went further, scrutinizing his entire career path. She questioned his choice of opponents and suggested that much of his success has been shaped by the guidance of his mentor, Floyd Mayweather. According to Shields, Davis has relied on Mayweather to carefully select his fights, shielding him from tougher competition. She pointed out that his avoidance of top-tier fighters like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney appears linked to Mayweather's influence, implying that Davis lacks both the independence and the courage to take on matchups that would truly challenge his abilities. Shields argued that Davis's career has been meticulously curated, allowing him to steer clear of risky fights while preserving an undefeated record. Her comments carried weight as she challenged him to prove himself against the best fighters in the sport. She drew a clear contrast between Davis's approach and that of competitors like Stevenson and Haney, who willingly step into the ring with formidable opponents. In Shields' view, Davis comes across more as a product of Mayweather's strategy than as a fearless fighter carving his own path.
Nigga, if you ain't have Floyd and them right there holding your hand, I don't know where you would be at. Them niggas gotta hold your hand, pick your fights for you. That's why you're never gonna get inside the ring with Shakur. That's why you haven't fought Devin. That's why you fought a weight drain Ryan. Nigga, you was never my type, nigga. I ain't never looked at you like, oh, Gervonta look good. You midget ass nigga, if you don't go somewhere. You think I care about you thinking I'm pretty? I'm engaged. I have a man. You can't keep a woman because you beat all your bitches up.
Gervonta Davis recently reacted strongly to reports suggesting Floyd Mayweather had been arrested in Dubai. At the same time, Davis has been openly backing Ryan Garcia following his victory over Devin Haney. While Garcia's win is officially part of boxing history, controversy has lingered because of 2 positive drug tests, prompting questions about whether Garcia might have intentionally violated regulations. A fan on Twitter cited New York State Athletic Commission rules, noting that ostarine levels below 0.1 nanograms per milliliter are considered normal. This would imply that Garcia could potentially be cleared. Supporting Garcia and his legal team's claim that the detected amount was just a billionth of a gram, the equivalent of a nanogram. Devin Haney, however, has been outspoken online, insisting Garcia was involved in doping. He provided specific numbers, tweeting that Garcia tested 6 nanograms and 35 on weigh-in day, reportedly 60 times above the permitted limit. Haney also shared a post from Victor Conti, CEO of Sanka, explaining that the official allowable limit is 1 nanogram per milliliter, while Garcia's reading was 6 nanograms per milliliter on April 19th. Historically, B-sample tests confirm 99% of positive results, reinforcing Haney's position. Despite Haney's claims, fans have expressed skepticism about the source and accuracy of the information. Some even speculated that the tests were tampered with, questioning how Haney could know such details without public documentation. Davis himself retweeted commentary on the situation, signaling continued support for Garcia. Observers note that Davis's loyalty may stem partly from personal tension with Haney rather than neutrality. The drama expanded when undisputed middleweight champion Claressa Shields confronted Davis over his derogatory comments comparing her to a French bulldog. Davis's unusual defense of Garcia and crude remarks about Shields drew widespread attention. On X, he wrote, "So Ryan beat Buddy fair and square. What does the French bulldog lady Claressa have to say? And she blocked me. I should have blocked her for the way she looks. She scares me." Shields responded firmly, highlighting Davis's apparent obsession with others' affairs. She questioned his focus on Garcia's situation, implying he should prioritize his own career instead. Her bold and unapologetic stance showcased her willingness to confront critics head-on, reinforcing her reputation as a powerful presence both inside and outside the ring. Shields went further, analyzing Davis's career choices. She suggested much of his success has been shaped by his mentor, Floyd Mayweather, arguing that Mayweather has strategically selected his opponents to avoid high-risk fights. Shields pointed out that Davis has sidestepped top-level competitors like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, implying that his undefeated record owes more to careful matchmaking than fearlessness. By contrasting Davis's approach with fighters willing to face challenging opponents, Shields framed him as a product of Mayweather's guidance rather than an independent competitor. Ultimately, Shields' critique sparked a conversation about accountability and integrity in boxing, emphasizing the importance of taking on true challenges and earning success through merit rather than strategic avoidance. Meanwhile, speculation about Floyd Mayweather in Dubai has continued. Reports suggested he was being held over an outstanding debt, though TMZ claimed he was seen at a Los Angeles Clippers game last week and allegedly donated $30,000 to a homeless individual. Mayweather later posted on Instagram clarifying he remained in Dubai, uploading video evidence indicating he hadn't traveled to the West Coast. Following Davis's claims about the debt, 50 Cent publicly offered financial support, tweeting that despite disagreements, he would help Mayweather if needed. Boxing promoter Rick Glazer also weighed in, stating that Mayweather cannot leave Dubai until the debt is settled. He clarified that the debt is unrelated to boxing and noted that Mayweather has been attempting to resolve it without success. While free to move around Dubai, speculation persists that the financial issues stem from alleged misconduct involving a woman overseas, with reports claiming Mayweather reached a settlement but has struggled to make payment. The boxing world has also been experiencing a shift in leadership. Once dominated by figures like Bob Arum and Al Heyman, new power dynamics are emerging, with influential figures like Turki Al-Sheikh entering the scene. Glazer highlighted that Al-Sheikh's involvement has created opportunities to stage major fights, filling gaps previously left by PBC and redefining the sport's promotional landscape. He criticized Heyman for failing to deliver compelling shows despite substantial financial backing from investors, noting that Al-Sheikh's timing has been pivotal. In the midst of these shifts, Gervonta Davis recently announced a 7-fight deal with PBC, claiming he is in a stronger financial position than Mayweather was at the same age. Davis stated, "I'm at the point where I passed him and I'm doing it at a young age. When Floyd was 29, he wasn't doing it like me." The new deal is believed to be worth around $250 million, surpassing Mayweather's 6-fight Showtime contract in 2013, which was reportedly valued at $200 million. Despite Davis's financial success, questions remain about his willingness to face elite opponents such as Vasily Lomachenko and Devin Haney, contrasting with Mayweather's own carefully curated career. Floyd retired in 2017 undefeated, mentoring fighters like Canelo Alvarez, and reportedly harbors frustration toward Davis for adopting a similarly boastful approach to boxing and self-promotion. Davis has even claimed in interviews that he could defeat Mayweather, sparking speculation about a potential return from retirement to reaffirm his dominance. Shane mostly offered insight on a hypothetical Davis versus Mayweather matchup, predicting that Mayweather would likely win comfortably at 135 pounds. He cited Mayweather's height, reach, and speed advantages, suggesting that Davis would struggle to close the distance and land effective counters.
Floyd Mayweather, I think wins pretty easily at 135. He's a little taller, he's faster, he's a boxer, and I don't think Gervonta will be able to get close to him because he won't be the counterpunch Floyd because he's too short.
Mostly noted that Gervonta Davis possesses the same kind of raw power he showcased during his own prime. He also pointed out that Davis's southpaw stance could pose unique difficulties for Floyd Mayweather, who has historically struggled against fighters who lead with their right leg.
At the same time, I rock Floyd pretty good, so Gervonta seems like he has power he seems like he has the same type of power I possessed when I was younger. So he could crack there's another thing. Floyd didn't like to fight southpaws back then. He didn't like to fight southpaws. That's why Chopper Corley, Zab Judah and all them, they kind of was able to touch him a little bit. So that is a possibility because he didn't like to fight southpaws. But I still kind of think that Floyd would have got him, but there's a question mark there because Gervonta Davis does punch hard. And he could crack.
Mostly elaborated that Mayweather often faced challenges when matched with southpaw fighters. He referenced past bouts, noting that boxers like DeMarcus Coley and Zab Judah were able to land shots on Mayweather, illustrating his point. Based on that history, mostly suggested that Davis's left-handed stance could provide him a potential advantage if he were to face Mayweather in the ring.
I've been saying that because if you notice, the 2 times that he got kind of buzzed, Floyd was fighting 2 southpaws.
Mosley was also asked how Mayweather might have fared against Davis at different points in his career. Before adopting the money nickname, Floyd was known as Pretty Boy, a moniker representing an earlier stage of his boxing journey. These 2 nicknames reflect different phases of his career and the evolution of his fighting style. In his youth as Pretty Boy, Mayweather fought with aggressive intensity, often engaging in relentless toe-to-toe exchanges. As he aged and his body naturally slowed, he shifted focus to defense, which became the hallmark of the money era. Mostly emphasized that despite these stylistic differences, Mayweather in either incarnation could overcome Davis with a confident smile, mostly concluded that both Pretty Boy and Money Mayweather would have the tools to secure victory. He highlighted the earlier aggressive approach of Pretty Boy while affirming that the defensive, calculated style of Money would also be more than enough to triumph over Davis.
Mayweather, who you got?
Well, that's why I said Money Mayweather would have beat him. Pretty Boy, and I think both Mayweathers beat him, but I think that he had a better chance with Pretty Boy because Pretty Boy was more aggressive. And Money Mayweather was aggressive, so he needs somebody to be aggressive with him to fight him, so he can create the knockout, I think.
So you pretty much got both versions of Mayweather winning.
Yeah, I mean his style, both versions of his style winning. Yeah, the style.
In boxing, disputes are often settled in one place, the ring. It's no surprise, then, that retired world champion Shane Mosley has suggested a potential matchup between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather, similar to the high-profile event between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. The tensions between Mayweather and Davis, once mentor and protege, have spilled into the public eye, creating a rivalry seemingly ready to be resolved. Mosley recommended that the two settle their differences in the ring. When asked about who might come out on top in a fight between Tank and Money today, Mosley didn't give a definitive answer. Instead, he emphasized that the match should happen and that seeing them face off would be a major event in boxing.
Who you think will win right now?
They should go ahead and run that. They should run that. Let's see, they took all that stuff, they should run it. That'd be a big one.
At 29, Gervonta Davis is entering the prime of his career, while Floyd Mayweather, at 47, remains a formidable challenge due to his experience and skill. Shane Mosley's recent suggestion of a potential matchup adds excitement, making the idea feel tantalizingly possible. Mosley proposed structuring the fight similarly to the Tyson vs. Jake Paul exhibition, suggesting a 140 or 145-pound limit to see if Davis could hold his own against Mayweather. Though Davis hasn't fought since April of last year, Mayweather has remained active in the ring. In June, he faced John Gotti III in an exhibition, demonstrating that he still moves with precision despite the age gap. Whether a bout with Davis will happen ultimately depends on the willingness of both fighters. Earlier in their feud, Davis expressed confidence about facing Mayweather. He tweeted that he could knock Floyd out without worrying about returning to jail, referencing his 90-day stint in Baltimore for violating house arrest. He also commented on Mayweather's strict security measures, noting that Floyd doesn't allow his team to carry firearms. Shortly after, Mayweather teased a potential upcoming fight on Instagram, hinting at a full reveal on May 15th. While a rematch with Davis may seem unlikely, Mayweather's name continues to circulate in discussions about potential opponents, especially after his planned rematch with John Gotti III fell through. If, by chance, Mayweather and Davis were to face off on the same night as Tyson vs. Jake Paul, the spectacle would likely generate massive viewership, reports suggest. However, that Mayweather is not currently planning a fight with Davis. Instead, his roster of potential opponents includes names like Logan Paul and John Gotti III. The bout with Gotti nearly turned chaotic, but Mayweather continues scouting challenges. Now looking abroad. In a new development, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn revealed that actor and hip-hop artist Bugsy Malone, real name Aaron Daniel Davis, has drawn Mayweather's interest. According to Malone, it was Floyd Mayweather Sr. who noticed him in a workout clip and suggested a potential matchup with his son. Malone discussed the situation on Eddie Hearn's Fuel for Fire podcast, revealing that he initially dismissed the idea, thinking it was a fan pitching a stunt through a private jet company. Eventually, it became clear that Mayweather was serious. Malone responded creatively, using a diss track to publicly challenge Mayweather, which shifted the conversation entirely. He explained, "Floyd Sr. said I look strong, so then we talked about weight. They said I could come in heavier, which gives me a puncher's chance." In the ever-evolving world of professional boxing, the drama shows no sign of slowing down. Whether it's Davis, Mayweather, or new contenders like Bugsy Malone, the sport continues to deliver unpredictable storylines. Make sure to check out our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.